My heart pounded in my chest as I sat across from our couple's therapist, a woman with piercing eyes who seemed to see right through me. My partner insisted we needed help to navigate the rough waters we'd been sailing, and I, desperate to save what we had, agreed. The session started off like any other. She asked probing questions, and we both unearthed our grievances. But there was something unsettling about the way she looked at my partner, a familiarity that tickled the back of my mind like a half-remembered dream. As the weeks went by, the therapist's advice always seemed to skew in my partner's favor, painting me as the villain in our story. It was strange, but I was too blinded by my desire to fix things that I ignored the gnawing feeling in my gut. One evening, after a particularly heated session, I overheard a hushed conversation between them in the hallway. The words "it's time" and "finally free" echoed ominously down the corridor, and I felt the floor tilt beneath me. The truth was a punch to the gut. They were plotting my abandonment, and the therapist was none other than my partner's former lover, leveraging her position to orchestrate our demise. I confronted them both, my voice trembling with a mix of anger and betrayal. My partner's eyes widened in faux innocence, but the therapist's lips curled into a knowing smile. "You always were too trusting," she said, her voice dripping with condescension. The realization hit me like a freight train. I had been the pawn in a game I didn't even know I was playing. My partner had been coached on how to leave me, how to make it seem like I was the unreasonable one all along. It was all a facade, a well-rehearsed play, and I was the unwitting audience member. In the aftermath, as I picked up the pieces of my shattered trust, I found myself grappling with a deeper conflict. How had I been so blind? Had I been so consumed with keeping us together that I ignored the signs of a toxic bond? The betrayal cut deep, but it also forced me to confront the uncomfortable truth. I had lost myself in the relationship, and it was time to rediscover who I was without them. As I walked away from the ruins of what was, a strange sense of liberation washed over me. I was finally free, not in the way they had planned, but free to rebuild, free to start anew.